I think it broke my brain. I need help. Maybe that Tyson guy can help. But if you imagined like pi trailing off after the decimal, as each of those is an individual new fraction of time, slower and slower and slower and slower and slower and so on. So you imagine time as like pi, where no matter how you slice it, you just keep going further down the rabbit hole. So there's time trailing off into the rabbit hole. And then I'm thinking about gravity. And you know, what is the effective time of gravity? How slow would you have to go before you could see the individual pulse of gravity? And that led me to thinking about a black hole. And now I'm thinking about the fastest thing in the universe, apparently, the photon. And a motherfucker falls in a black hole. And you can't see it no more. So is the black hole moving inside? And if it is moving inside, is the pull of gravity, the pulse of gravity, or the effect of gravity truly faster than light? Like if you had to slow time down fraction by fraction throughout like a pi scenario, you're going down fraction, you're having time each time. How fast is gravity? Especially infinite gravity, infinite density, infinite pull. Doesn't it make sense that something in there has broken the rules and it can go as fast as it wants to, no matter how you slice time? Like you can slice time down to I'll say 100 million digits of slicing time squared to the power of itself squared. Yet gravity'd still be going. Still be gnawing at you. Somehow. I know none of this makes any sense. I just went down a really weird rabbit hole of thinking, and sometimes even stupid stuff makes people think about things a little bit differently. Like the other day I was thinking like a hexagon. Okay, I draw a hexagon in paint. Hex-a-gon. Wait a minute. Front and back. Doesn't matter if it's one-dimensional. If it's one-dimensional, it's still up against its dimension. Its dimension, it has to have its dimension on the dimension of dimension. So it means it's still got a front and a back, even if it is just a one-dimensional object. It has all the different sides, and it has the front and back. Technically, the front and back is a side. So, triangle, front and back, even in one dimensions. Its dimension has to be up against its own dimension. Its dimension is different from its dimension. The dimension of the triangle is different from the dimension of the dimension, and if it's one dimension, it's still got a front and a back. So how many sides does it have? Wouldn't that be two more sides? Have we been looking at shapes? You know, a line still has a front and a back, and an end and an end. No matter what, even if the line goes on forever, it's still got to go on. It's still got a front, still got a back, or a top and a bottom, however you look at it. So have we been looking at all of that completely wrong? Maybe I need to fall into a black hole to find out, because the rabbit hole's not doing it for me.